Well, disappointment obviously to go out, but immensely proud of the performance tonight. And I thought we ran an excellent team in Madrid. We gave them a really good shot at it, and as you say, the players can be immensely proud of their performance, but they're very disappointed to ultimately go out. Well, I've said before that you know, their history speaks for itself. Finalists in 2 of the last 3 years, I think it is, and we knew what type of challenge it would be put in front of us. But again, from the first leg, we still felt we were in the tie. We had a right go tonight, but ultimately we've just failed at the last hurdle.
Yeah, well, Shakespeare, they're not disgraced. They got a fair performance against Atletico Madrid. Now for the games tonight, Barcelona, will they be able to do it again? It's going to be hard. I mean, whoever they're going to need now, it's going to be very, very difficult for them to be able to overturn that 3-0 deficit. Because for the players and the coaches, they're saying that it's something they can do. But for Juve, they want to inflict more damage on Barcelona. More damage simply means they want to score more goals. Can Barcelona do this again?
Well, the mistake Juventus and the boys from Turin will, make tonight is come out to defend and defend against Barcelona, knowing for they have, the arsenals to unlock any defense. Talking about Barcelona at this point, but I don't see that happening, because when you're talking about teams with the best defense, you want to point to Juventus. The likes of Bonucci has been fantastic for them, and some other key players. So I don't see that happening. But Barcelona, then again, looking at the record, when they go against a team, knowing for they have nothing to lose, because I don't think Barca will be under pressure tonight. Without it, Juventus to go through. All Juventus need to do is to avoid Barca from scoring. They tend to perform. Look at what happened against Paris Saint-Germain. Some will say that was a mistake, but then again, Juventus, in the last 5 games, they've considered in 3 games, so it is possible going against the Barca team, so anything can happen. I think Barca will win tonight, but can they qualify? It depends on what the 5 and 6, will bring to the table, and see how they can prevent, the likes of Neymar, Suarez, and Messi from scoring lots of goals.
Yeah, but this one is very straightforward. Bayern needs to score 4 unreplied goals.
And
Barcelona, I beg your pardon. And you think a team like Juventus, they have it in them to score a couple of goals as well, so especially if you want to consider Barcelona's defense is not the best out there.
Well, as I said, it's a tricky tie. At this point, Barca will have to prevent Juventus from scoring, because if they get a goal, they have to score 5 unreplied goals, which will be pretty difficult. At the same time, they have to score. But then again, Juventus are taking on the Barcelona, and these 3 guys have scored more than 200 goals in the last 3 seasons. They can do, or rather, cause damage. So they can, unlock any defense down. So they need to be wary of the trade these guys will bring to the table. Then again, I think the positive Juventus will take into tonight's game is that they've got, one of the best defense in the world. As I said, Bonucci, Marchisio, Cicciolini, looking good from the defense angle in that one. So Barca will win tonight. But, I mean, would Juve do enough, to prevent them from scoring 4 unreplied goals? I don't think that will happen, but they will win, maybe by 2 goals to nothing.
So
Bayern, they're out. For you, Barcelona, they're out.
I think Barcelona is out.
They're out already, so no hope for them at all. There's another game tonight, Monaco and Borussia Dortmund. Dortmund, they're going into this game, emotionally, I think they're stable now, according to the coach, but then they will still be carrying, that boss attack on them just hours before the game against Monaco. But for Monaco, I think they're going to approach it, the kind of mentality they had in approaching the first one, that's what they're going to use. And it's on record that they've scored more goals in Europe this season.
Well, some would say they don't believe in stats, but I do. I mean, looking at the record, French teams against a German opposition, a very difficult one. The stats not looking good. German oppositions have always, assist the day in that one. So that might count tonight, because I believe Borussia Dortmund will go through tonight, and this will be the end.
Really? They lost
It's pretty difficult, but I'm saying, I mean, look at Borussia Dortmund. Look at the stats. Look at them from the group stage. They're a high scoring team. And the groups, they didn't know how to score goals. Forget what happened to them. I think that alone affected them in that game. Well, of course, yes, it did affected them in that one. I think Monaco, yes, they scored lots of goals. Mbappe looking good. But then again, the UEFA Champions League experience. I mean, going away from home, talking about Borussia Dortmund in that one, they would win tonight, but they need to score lots of goals. I think Borussia Dortmund will go through, because Thomas Tuchel is talking to Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, all, are saying will get there to do the job, and they can. Don't forget, over the weekend, they gave one of the best performances I've seen from any team this season. Talk about the game they played over the weekend down. So they will take that momentum into the next game. Momentum don't win you matches, you and I know. But I think that form alone will be the decider tonight. So Borussia Dortmund will go through.
Bold decision coming from Joseph Artewe. And yeah, for Monaco, Bakayoko is going to return from suspension today, so it's going to feature. But for Bill, is out. I mean, he's a very crucial member of that team. Is out through suspension, and surely his absence will affect Monaco.
Of course it will, and I think that will be a huge blow for Monaco in that one. But they've got the players that can get it job done. But the problem they face this in as much Monaco has scored lots of goals this season. They've also conceded, considered a lot this season. So that might count tonight. So I think Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and some other key players, they have nothing to lose. We're going out to see if we can get the job done, and that will affect Monaco.
What about that guy there? It's just a kid, and he's playing like a vet. I mean, Kylian Mbappe. Obviously, all the big clubs are already, circling around trying to get him now, but what a player he is.
Well, what a player scored, I think, 22 goals in all competition for Monaco so far this season. That is huge from an 18-year-old. I mean, that is massive. It's done fantastic work. Then some 32-year-old man you have at Arsenal going forward in that one. But that aside, I think Kylian Mbappe has done fantastic work. Yes. And for him, well, he's been wanted right now by Manchester United and also Real Madrid. I would say stay put at Monaco, because if you move to this club, you would definitely sit on bench, and that might dent your career. Acts like Scott Skinkler and some other key players that have made, wrong moves by Fabian Delph in that one. So I think going into tonight's game, which is the main focus, Borussia Dortmund will score goals because Monaco, the defense for me hasn't been, convincing. But then again, can Borussia Dortmund stop Kylian Mbappe? Vladimir Falcao has got huge expense. That will be left to be seen. But if you ask me to put my money, I think Borussia Dortmund will go through.
All right. Okay, we're going to break now. We'll come back. We'll be looking at the papers.